locking someone out of their apartment can cause a disturbance, can cause a breach of the peace, and law enforcement doesn't want that. And they'll often encourage the landlord to say, let the guy back in the home. You know what to do. Go to the courthouse and file eviction papers. Do the right thing. If law enforcement won't do that, another thing they might do is prepare a police report. The tenant can ask the officer report, so everybody knows I complained about this on this date. The next thing the tenant might want to do is go to the courthouse. If you're in Albuquerque, go to the Bernalillo County Courthouse, the self-help desk on the first floor. If you're outside of Albuquerque, go to your magistrate court, and you want to file a tenant's action for possession. And that is a claim to the judge that the landlord has somehow locked you out of your apartment or shut off the utilities. If you're low income, the clerk will have forms you can file to state your income and ask the court to waive the filing fee, which is generally $77. But you can get the court to forgive that if you're low income. The court's supposed to set a hearing in 3 to 5 days. It's really fast as far as courts are concerned, because this is an emergency situation. And at the hearing, the landlord and the tenant will be asked what happened, and the tenant can tell the judge that I was locked out and I called the police and I couldn't get back in. And then the judge will ask the landlord's side of the story. If the judge believes that the tenant's been locked out, the judge can do 2 things. One is they order the landlord to put the tenant back in possession. If the landlord will resist, the judge can order the sheriff to be there in 24 hours to put the tenant back in possession. And the second thing the judge does is awards the tenant what's called a civil penalty, and that's twice the monthly rent. So if your rent is $500, the civil penalty is $1,000. The landlord has to pay you $1,000 as a penalty for locking you out. If you're Section 8 or have some other kind of housing subsidy, the penalty is based on the total rent, not the tenant's portion.